Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you my 2020 channel update video. These were supposed to be a monthly thing, but I think the last one of these that I did was back in August of last year, and here we are already reaching the end of February this year. I really wanted to put this out sometime last month, but I'm just getting around to it now, so sorry, but better late than never. I've got a lot of different topics to cover in this video, so I'm actually, for the first time in one of these, going to be putting timestamps in the video description down below to the different topics. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, you can open up the description and jump to the specific part that you do want to watch. First things first, I did get a brand new monitor for the holidays, which I just got around to setting up a week or two ago, and this is the first video that I'm recording on that monitor. It is a 2560 by 1440 resolution, which means no more ultra wide. However, I don't believe the quality should go down. It's still, 1440p is actually an upscale from what my videos used to be. But now if you're watching on a device that doesn't support ultra wide, like a phone or a tablet or something like that, you should no longer get the black bars above and below the video. It should be taking up the whole screen now, which, even though there were a couple people that liked the fact that I used an ultra-wide, it caused more headaches than it was worth for recording and streaming. So hopefully now, going back to the 16:9 aspect ratio, hopefully more people will be able to enjoy the content. I also got a brand new audio interface over the holidays, which I have not set up yet. So at some point here during the next couple of months, you can expect to hear my audio quality change. I'm going to need to get probably a new headset, definitely a new microphone. I would like to get some sort of like swinging arm or something to hold the microphone for me. So yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen, but at some point here, you'll probably hear my voice change. In other real-life news, I'm still training on a new position at work. For those of you that don't know, I am an air traffic controller, and even though I have been for over 2 years now, I'm still going through training on certain positions in the facility that I work in. I've been fully certified in our control tower for about a year and a half, but over the past couple of months I just started training on a radar position, which is a little bit more complex, a little bit more difficult, and hopefully that training should be done, I would say probably in 3 to 4 months if everything goes well. Speaking of, some of my coworkers have begun watching my videos, so if any of you are watching this one, hey, how's it going? The only reason I bring that up is because it does take a lot of energy. Sometimes I come home from work, depending on what shift I'm on, and I go straight to bed. I don't even get on my computer anymore. And I just, it's tough to find the motivation to make videos sometimes, which is why my content has actually there's been a little bit of a break after my last couple series have ended. I haven't replaced them with any new ones yet, and that's my excuse. Speaking of current series, the only ongoing series that I have at the time of recording this is Jedi Fallen Order. I have actually finished the game and therefore finished recording the series, but I don't believe all the episodes, I know all the episodes haven't been made public yet. I don't remember which one was the most recent one. I want to say it was like 21 or 22, and I believe episode 27 is the last episode in the series. It could be plus or minus one on that, I don't actually remember. But yeah, I wrapped up the Empire at War Rebel campaign and Ace Combat 5, both finished. There is one Ace Combat 5 video that I also just recorded that has not been posted yet, which is a couple of missions that were skipped during the initial playthrough. So you can look forward to that coming here in the next couple of days. It's kind of funny because I'm reading off a list of notes that I made about topics that I wanted to discuss in this video, and the next thing on the list is my Mandalorian reactions, which Mandalorian has been done for over a month now. So yeah, those have all been posted. I just wanted to say that I love the show, but I did want to let people know that those reaction videos take a long time to edit. Those videos take so much more work than I usually put in to the videos that I make. It's like on the level of my Death Watch Bunker guide videos. So I don't have an actual time number for you, but I do all of my work by myself. All my recording, script writing, editing, and all that stuff is all done by me. I don't have like an editor who I send all my footage to and they, I pay them to make videos. No. It's me, and I, don't have a ton of free time compared to what I used to. So yeah, I'm still gonna do reactions to season 2 when it comes out because the show is freaking amazing, and people did seem to enjoy watching my reaction videos. But yeah, they take a lot of work. Kind of along the same lines as the Mandalorian reactions is people asked me if I was going to post a video talking about episode 9 since that just came out. I've still only seen it once. I saw it in the theaters like the day after it came out. I enjoyed it. I know it was controversial. Some people really liked it, some people didn't. If I was going to do a video, I wanted to go and see it again because I'm a huge Star Wars fanboy, so whenever I see new Star Wars, I'm always excited and I always like it. It really takes multiple viewings and some time for me to really digest it and analyze it non-biased. So as of now, I still really enjoyed it, but again, I've only seen it once. So at this point, I don't even know if it's still in theaters. I'm probably going to have to wait for it to come out on Disney Plus and watch it again. I really, you guys can leave comments if you want. Maybe I'll do like a live viewing or, oh God, I just talked about how long the Mandalorian reaction videos were. I really don't want to make an episode 9 reaction video, especially since it's not going to be a genuine reaction. I've seen it already. But yeah, at this point, I don't know if I'm even going to do a video for episode 9. I liked it, but I need to see it again. Merch! My first round of merch sales is officially over. By now, I'm pretty sure everybody that's ordered has already received their product. A surprising number of you actually picked up my first ever Mobius 1 merch, and an even more surprising number of my coworkers picked up merch. I wanted to get a group photo, but our schedules, just the way air traffic control schedules work, we never see each other, not everybody together. So I had a couple coworkers send me photos of them wearing it on their own, so here are those. But yeah, it's really, really weird walking into work and seeing like 3 people wearing my logo on their shirt and my name on their back, but thanks for the support. I do want to do another round of merch for the spring, so I don't know exactly when that's going to happen yet, but stay tuned. There will definitely be an announcement video made when that's getting closer, so if you missed out on the first round and you want to pick up some Mobius 1 merch, like a t-shirt or a hoodie, you definitely can sometime in the near future. By the way, the hoodies, amazing. I mean, everything is really, the quality on everything that I got was really good, but the hoodie is like top notch. I don't typically wear pullover hoodies. I usually like the ones zip ups, but the quality on this hoodie is so freaking nice. I wear it like I don't know, a lot. I wear it a lot. As for SWGEmu, well, I really haven't been playing it at all lately. Most of you are familiar by now. I go through phases with my games. If I play one game too much all at once, I get burnt out on it, and I have to take a couple months of a break. It's been a couple of months of a break for Galaxies, so it's, I'm starting to get the itch to come back. I just did a live stream interview with QA lead Skirby from the SWGEmu team. If you haven't already checked that out, definitely check it out. There was a lot of good information in there. I'm hoping to have a third interview with the staff member Ferrelli, who's also on the QA team, probably in a month or so. Hopefully sooner. We're trying to get our schedules to line up, and it's proving to be really difficult. But yeah, I think it's almost just about time for me to start getting back into Galaxies, and with that, there's a few things to keep an eye out for. One is my quote-unquote journey to every profession badge that I had originally started a couple months ago. That now that we're getting closer and closer to 1.0, I thought it would be neat to try and master every profession on one character before Basilisk is shut down. Whether or not that'll ever happen is probably, it's doubtful. Let's just put it that way. But I might try to pick that up again, and if so, that'll be live streamed over on Twitch. Link to my Twitch channels in the video description. So if you want to see that, make sure you're following me over there. In addition to that, though, I am working on, well, I should say I'm mentally working on or coming up with a new social experiment, I guess you would call it, kind of how we did the Swipe Guild, the simulated wipe guild, where we started a guild where only new toons could join, and everybody that was in the guild could only interact with other characters in the guild, so no outside influence, and it kind of simulated like playing on a fresh Galaxies server. We weren't able to buy things off the bazaar or vendors. We weren't able to transfer stuff from other characters. We had to make everything ourselves, and it was really cool, but we got a lot of members, like, really quickly. Like, it exploded. And that was awesome. However, it almost made things too easy. Like, it definitely wasn't easy, but it was easier than I thought it was going to be. We had swoops on, like, day 3 or something like that. Like, it was fun, but it wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I started it. So I'm working on an even more restrictive version of that. And I don't have any, idea when this is going to happen. And I'm considering restricting the number of members that are characters or players that can participate this time around. So if this is something you're interested in, like if you participated in Swipe and you thought it was really fun, but you were looking for something a little bit more difficult, leave a comment down below. Let me know you're interested. Hit me up on Discord. Let me know you're interested, because like I said, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I want it to happen, and when it does happen, it's going to be pretty fun. I'm almost thinking picture SWG hard mode. Maybe like an Iron Man mode or something. I've got a lot of ideas. I don't want to give them all away now, but I'm excited. Even though I'm not even playing Galaxies, and I'm excited for this. So hopefully some of you are excited too. So that's stuff you can look forward to in SWG. But I do have other things coming in the future for just my channel for you guys to look forward to. A couple months ago, I ran a straw poll asking what kind of series you guys wanted to see me play, and one of the top voted things on there were the Star Wars The Old Republic class stories. That's still on my list of things that I want to do. However, I did hit a little bit of a snag thinking of how I was going to do it. Originally, I'd planned on playing through 4 different classes with 4 different friends, having each friend playing a parallel class. So like when I'm playing Jedi Knight, my friend would play Jedi Consular. When I'm playing Sith Warrior, my friend would play Sith Inquisitor, or however we decided to do it. That way I could experience 2 class stories through one playthrough, and that would cut my playtime down literally in half. Unfortunately, I went back and reinstalled the game and just jumped in to play around just a little bit to refamiliarize myself with it, and I came to a very, very quick conclusion that method of playing through it with a friend would not work. There are so many conversations that are story critical that happen either through your personal holo communicator or on your personal starship that a party member cannot participate in. Yes, I would say maybe 80 to 85% of the story can be viewed by a party member, going into your story instance areas or whatever, and you can watch the other person choose their dialogue options, and you can follow along with the story, but there's that 15 to 20% that you absolutely cannot see no matter what you do. And if I'm going to play through the class stories, I want to see all of it. So, unfortunately, the SWGEmu class stories, while they're still on my list of things that I want to do, they've been a little bit postponed because I'm not sure I'm ready to commit to playing through all 8 classes just yet. What I do intend on doing, though, is more old-school Star Wars games. So obviously we just wrapped up the Empire at War Rebel campaign. I do want to start the Empire at War Imperial campaign very soon, so that's probably going to be the very next thing that debuts on my channel. After that, I suppose we can complete Empire at War. I do have the expansion pack, Forces of Corruption, which adds like a pirate faction. So there is a campaign to that. Some people want me to try out one of the many mods, or a couple of the many mods for Empire at War. I know there's like an old, or not Old Republic, just a Republic, like Clone Wars mod. A new mod, like Empire at War Remastered mod just came out that makes the game look incredible, but also adds and changes a bunch of things. So I might give those a try after the campaigns are done, but I do want to try and keep the game as vanilla as possible for the campaigns. That way you get that original experience. After Empire at War is done, though, there are so many Star Wars games that I can get around to. I went back and looked at some of my old playlists. I never finished TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter was one of the very first Star Wars series that I started on my channel, and I never finished it. I don't remember what happened, but for whatever reason, I just stopped playing it. So maybe I'll go back and finish that. What I really want to do is start X-Wing, because over the holidays I got a new prop that I really, really want to show you guys, but I'm saving it for the X-Wing series. But yeah, I mean, there's so many other Star Wars games out there. I've had a request to play the Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace game, Shadows of the Empire, the Rogue Squadron series. The list is really endless. Getting away from Star Wars, though, Ace Combat 5, like I said, just wrapped up. The next Ace Combat game I want to do is Ace Combat 0. And then after Ace Combat 0, I think I'm done with Ace Combat on the channel for a while. At least until another new one comes out. Much to my surprise, my live stream of me playing an air traffic control tower simulator is probably my second or third most viewed video, like, consistently. Every time I pull up my weekly analytics on YouTube, like, it's always in the top 3 of my most viewed videos. So I guess at some point I'm gonna do another one of those. People seem to like watching it. I do also have an air traffic control radar simulator, but I'm not as familiar with how all the ins and outs of it yet. So maybe if I can get more familiar with that, I'll also do a live stream of me playing on that sim, because that's actually much closer to what I'm currently training on at work. So it would be cool to kind of show that off as well. And I do have one more project that has been in the works. It's already been started. I have episodes recorded already that I've been working on with a couple of friends for months now, literally for months, and have not mentioned it to more than like maybe 5 people outside of the group of us that are working on this. And I think it's time to talk about it. I've been holding off on this for a while because we only get to record a little bit every, maybe one episode a month or so. And I wanted to get a bunch of episodes recorded in advance before starting to post them, because I would hate to post one episode a month. So now that we've got a couple of episodes made already, and I'd like to talk about it, but I think I'm gonna save it to the end of the video. So I'll leave a timestamp again in the video description if you want to jump ahead to the end and see what that's all about. Speaking of YouTube analytics, over 70% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And out of those of you that are subscribed, only about 7% of you enable notifications for my uploads. It's probably my fault, in all honesty, because I don't start every video with, "Hey everybody, Mobius1 here, don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that bell icon for notifications." So if you want to put the blame on me for that, I accept. But I do just want to let everybody know that if you're not subscribed and you watch my content regularly, please do. And if you are subscribed and you like watching my content, which you should because you're subscribed, click the bell. I don't bother people. I don't say this in every video because I'm not really relying on YouTube for income. But it does help the channel out a lot if you guys sub. And yeah, the notifications help the videos actually gain traction and views. I don't know all the ins and outs of how YouTube's algorithm for recommending videos to people works. So, but I know that subscribing and enabling notifications and liking videos and all that fun stuff definitely helps. So these update videos are my opportunity to remind you guys, hey, I know I'm not a YouTuber as like a living, like not as like a career, but please help the channel out. And if you really want to help the channel out, I do have a Patreon, link in the video description, where recently I've been revamping some of my Patreon tier rewards. For only $1 a month, you get a week early access to all of my weekly uploads. So right now that includes Jedi Fallen Order. When the Empire War Imperial campaign starts, it'll include that as well. When Ace Combat Zero starts, it'll include that as well. And any other series that I end up posting weekly episodes for only $1 a month, you'll be able to see episodes a week before anyone else on YouTube. It also gets you access to patron-only Discord channels. And like I said, I'm still working on some rewards for patrons on Patreon, but one of the suggested things that I got, and I think I'm going to do it, is a patron group viewing of Star Wars movies. We'll queue them up, we'll watch the movies together, why not? It'll be like a group Discord chat or something. We'll figure it out. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we're going to do it. It's going to be fun. But okay, the new series. First of all, like everything else I've talked about so far in this update video, I do not have a start date for this, so I don't know when this is coming. However, I do want to start the hype train, because we've been having a lot of fun. Many years ago, some of you who have been following my channel for that long may remember a series I started with a couple of friends called Jewel of Ryloth. Jewel of Ryloth was a Star Wars Roll20 campaign that I created and that I played with a couple of friends using a program called Vassal. The series only had about 3 episodes, which only consisted of 3 different one-on-one sessions I did with each player as kind of a introductory session to the game. A rules learning session, if you will. And even though we did get together and record one group session, I don't believe that video ever made it to YouTube. I think I still have the raw footage on an external hard drive somewhere. And the program we used, Vassal, was really bad. Like terrible bad. However, at the time, it was really the only tool that was available to us. Despite how bad it looked, and probably how poor the video quality was, since it was early in my YouTubing, career, it got a decent number of views, and I still occasionally get comments from people asking if it'll ever return. Well, it's time to announce, no, Jewel of Ryloth will not be returning. However, a new campaign called Fortune of the Liberator will begin, and this time we'll be using the much more popular and accessible Roll20 service to play. Not only that, but using the help of Google, I've created our very own tokens that we use during the game. So I'll show you a couple of screenshots of some of the sessions that we've done already. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's been a lot of fun. I don't want to give away too many details yet, but I am the GM, I'm running the campaign, I'm writing the campaign. I don't want to say when it takes place. It is Galactic Civil War era, but I won't say exactly where on the timeline it fits. You will find out during the first session. We do have 4 players that are all playing different classes, one of which has never played a D20 game before, and as a matter of fact, we are recording our next session a week from today. So like I said, I don't know when it's going to start. We want to get a bunch of episodes made ahead of time. That way we can release them. I'm thinking on a bi-weekly basis. So instead of getting 1 episode a week, you'll get 1 episode every 2 weeks. Because we only have time to record 1 session, maybe, like I said, once a month. Or in this case, because of the holidays, it's actually been about 2 months since our last session. And I'd hate for you guys to have to wait 2 months between episodes. So the idea, like I said, was to get a bunch of episodes made in advance. That way we could release them on a regular schedule. So once I'm comfortable that we are far enough ahead of the actual episode release posting schedule that I won't catch up, then you'll have an announcement of when the series is actually going to start. But like I said, I wanted to build the hype train, let you guys know that this is something that is in the works. We've already done a couple of sessions. There are videos made, and I cannot wait to show it to you guys. I'm really excited. So that's going to be it. Feel free to leave a comment about anything I've mentioned in this update. Remember, I'm not doing this for a living. I do YouTube because I enjoy sharing my experience with other people. So whenever somebody leaves a comment on any of my vids, I love reading it regardless of what it is. You guys leaving comments is what keeps me motivated to keep making more content for you, and the circle just keeps going around. So, here we go. Smash that like and subscribe button, enable those notifications, and leave a comment down below. It feels so wrong saying that stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for the continued support. I hope I can bring you some awesome content in the year 2020. I know my releases have been slow lately, but please stick around. I've got stuff coming. Thank you for watching. Mobius1 here, and I'll see you next time.